we're going to do some roll down. I'm just going to come to a little bit of a diagonal here. I'll give everybody a chance to get themselves going. And as we do, I'm going to kind of go, as I said, a little bit of a diagonal, just doing, or maybe side. I'll get it together here. And just doing some rolls, just relaxing the lower back. And one of the things we can do as we roll down is let the feet come up with us. So we can really get a good curl under here. And then as we roll up from the bottom tailbone, we can let the legs come out away from us. So you can do it toes down. Let's do one with toes down, pulling up here, dropping your chin so you feel that connection all the way from the top back of your head down into the sacrum, pulling it up, and then just relax the back to start. So now you're relaxed. Now you can start thinking about rolling and bringing the feet with you just to wherever you can still hang. Now I'm going to kind of pause here for a minute, and I'm just going to really pull that belly in. I'm going to take my hands here, inside elbow, inside out, tucking the chin. So I'm feeling like I'm pulling the pubic bone up to meet my chin. And then I'm going to allow myself to roll that pelvis back and let the legs come back out, and then flex the feet and pull up. How would it feel if we kept those feet flexed? Bring your feet up further away from you, Tammy. Yeah, see, because when you're here, just feel this. You're up here. What are we doing? We're using those hip flexors. And that's why if you can drop it back a little and pull up, now you're not using so much flexors. So then relax the lower back and slowly start to roll down again. Beautiful. Curling it under. I have my feet really flexed on this one. And then I'm going to let those legs go away from me as I roll on up. Now I'm going to drop my toes one more time. We're just going to be down there for a couple seconds. You ready? So pulling up, relax the lower back, keep relaxing down when those arms are straight. Keep rolling back, bring the feet with you till you have a really nice rounded back, a capital C. You really feel that tailbone. You're pulling the pubic bone forward. Chin is tucked, you're rounded there. And if you can even move the legs away. Just release those knees and bring those arms right up from the shoulder and come up an inch and roll down an inch. Now, if this is too much for you, you come up just to where you can maintain. So you go up a little, down a little, use the muscles and release. So I'm pulling from right underneath my rib cage, up a little, back down a little, just two more, up a little, back down a little, and then take the hands and roll all the way on up and come up tall on the spine. Good. Now let's come forward, cross the legs. We're just going to do a few little things. This is a warm up before we get into those great sculpting moves. Good. You can either put one leg in front of the other or have them crossed. Hands right under the knees. Use that to pull up tall on the bones. You can even wiggle a little bit, kind of get a little lymphatic pumping. And then as you pull up, feel your shoulder blades contract in towards the center of your back. And keeping that contraction with the shoulder blades start to come forward, come forward, come forward. You can even press the knees down a little bit. You just go to the place that feels good for you. You can either stay right here, tucking the chin, or you can release the hands and you can take those elbows in alignment with the shoulders, wrist in alignment with the elbows, and drop your head, pull the elbows in towards the leg as you arch that tail and drop on down just for a second so we can open up that place right at the tail and the hamstrings. You can do a nice deep inhale. Feel the ribs expand with the inhale. Take that breath across there. And then on the exhale, relax even more. Do a slow exhale. Feel it all. Come back and relax. Beautiful. And then with your hands, push yourself back up. And excuse me, hands on the underneath, roll back, cross the other way. Wiggling again this way. Hands underneath, pulling up. Good. And again, pull, you're almost trying to get your chest forward between the shoulders. So that's another way to feel it. Or just think about squeezing those shoulder blades towards the center, towards your spine, and keep that pulling until you come over and feel the stretch on this side. And again, you can stay here if that's as much as you can do, or you can release and use that press of the arm, top of the arm against the leg for more leverage, and then drop your head and relax the neck. Do an inhale into the rib cage and exhale. And see if we can relax a little bit more. So you're relaxing a little bit more and then gently press those arms against the legs. Just a little more. Notice that you're going to feel it more in that front leg, in that hip, and then use the hands to pull yourself back up. Nice work. Now we're just going to get a little neck stretch before we go off into our other moves. So for neck stretch, take one hand across to the opposite knee. This hand is back and you're right in the center of your body. Typically, like my thumb is right at the little tush crack. Push down. And as you push down and in, you're keeping the pelvis straight up. So thinking about that pole straight down and then using the hands in the ground to turn the shoulders. So the pole has you straight down. This is just like T-Tapp twist, right? Using the hands to turn the shoulders as much to the side as you can. And then tuck your chin, drop it just a tad. And then turn the head and look back behind that shoulder. Squeeze between that back shoulder blade. And then forward. Good. Drop the chin a little so you don't want to be up. Keep that head in alignment. And you can press the knees down. That will support you. One more time. Take it back. Looking behind you. Saying hello to that back wall. And forward. And back. And forward. You ready to let that go? I am. And let it go. And take that back hand here. The other hand here. Just roll up center aisle first. And then we'll go to the other side. Hand at the tush crack, press it in so that you really feel like you're up on your bones. Here's your pole, and you're turning the shoulders on the pole, using the arms to pull those shoulders. Like I just realized I was back about an inch, which will make the difference. So I have to really keep myself straight up. Looking back, shoulders down, Renee, and forward. That trainer, she just doesn't listen to me. And back. And forward. Good work. Let's release out of this. You ready? 1, 2, 3, release. Hand here. Pulling it up tall. Now we'll do our twist. Hand right behind that hip. This hand stays on this one, so you don't go the other place. You're going to push, especially this one. Let that shoulder and hip turn to the side. Use the other arm just to get you there. Once you're there, you're dropping the chin. Rolling on down at the bottom, drop your head and look back. And roll her on up, all the way, come all the way up first. So don't go part way and come forward. You're all the way to the side. And then release. And switch of the hands. And turn. Get that shoulder and the hip turning first. Once you're there, tuck the chin, roll down, looking back. Rolling her all the way up and pausing. And coming forward. Very good, you guys. You think we're warmed up enough? I'm going to roll back, roll up. We're rolling. We're going to start on pretzel twist. So we're going to go out the side. So just pick the side that you're wanting to start with. Now in pretzel twist, you've got, so just check first. The body is in a straight line. Your elbow is directly under that shoulder, and the wrist is in a straight alignment with that hand to the elbow. Good. And you're stretching up. You're thinking, keeping that waist up off the floor. Nice. Reach those legs up and out, and you're stacked here. Now, I'm not going to do this one today, this part of that, because we've got so much leg work coming. I don't want to exhaust us before we get there. So we're going to start on this part of pretzel twist. Good. So that knee is right up. Both toes are pointed. Beautiful. Now, I want you to take, I'm going to do just fingers and thumbs together tonight. And I want you to just come over and pause here for a minute. Good. So that knee and ankle are down in alignment. The elbow is back. You feel that beautiful twist. Now come up and pause. Then straighten the leg and then rebend it. So they're all separate movements. Shift up out of that waist. Oh, very good, you guys. Okay, here we go again. You ready? So we're going to take it over. We're going to bring it up and pause. Straighten and bend. Nice. Over. Back up. Straighten and bend. Let's go again. Over and all the way up. Straighten those legs and bend. Nice work. Over, all the way up. Straighten and bend. Let's go 2 more. Over and up. Keep lifting up out of the shoulder. Last one. Over and up and straighten. Now bend, pause. Bend the bottom, drop the top so that that knee is right at the instep. So pause. So you may need to bend the bottom a little bit more. And then as you do that, think about that whole hip rolling over towards the floor. That top arm comes around. The bottom arm moves back a little bit so that you can get those elbows directly under your shoulders in a square. They're completely lateral to the side. That top hip is rolled. You're reaching up out of your torso and just look at the floor because that spine is in alignment. Take that top leg, reach it like it's coming out of the hip. And here we go. We're 1 lift, drop. 2, these are pointed toes. 3 and 4. Lift 5, lift 6, lift 7, 8. Give me 2 more lifts. 9 and 10. Good. Now flex the foot and lift. Lift and 2. So I'm reaching with my heel. So it's a flex foot. I'm reaching up from the outside, heel, ankle. Good work. 5 and 4. Keep lifting up out of those elbows. Don't let yourself drop. And that is so beautiful. Now lift that leg, pointed toe, hip high. Take the arm shoulder high. Come in and we're going to pause. Come in and pause. Ooh, nice work, you guys. Everybody did a great job. So we're keeping that knee straight up, knee and ankle, pulling in. Good curl. Reach it, reach. Look at the floor there as you reach out. Bring it in again. So the trick is to keep that knee and ankle in alignment, hip high, and reach. And bring it in. Use your belly. And reach. Nice work. And in. And reach. And 6. And reach. Beautiful, you guys. 7. And reach. And let's just do 8. And reach. Good work. Come in. Grab that leg. Push off with that hand. Go to the other side. Rinse and repeat on the other side. So take a moment. Get yourself into that nice alignment. Lift the hips and drop them. Your elbow, just check that the elbow is under the shoulder. Wrist in alignment. Hand here. Stretching up. We're not hunching, or you will get a tight neck. So you're reaching up and reaching away. Beautiful. Both toes are pointed. Let's go ahead and lift this one up. Now, even right there, feel like that knee, you're trying to pull it up to the sky. So it's still opening in that hip a little bit. Beautiful. So from here, you ready? We're bringing it down and arm is going back, finger and thumb. So come over and pause for 1 minute. Just lift up, really pull the elbow back, knees in alignment. We're bringing it all the way to here, hands on the ground to support. Straighten and bend. Good. Over and up. And straighten and bend. And over and up. Straighten and bend. Nice. Over and up. And straighten and bend. And over. Up. Straighten and bend. Give me 3 more. Over and up. Doing beautifully. Straighten and bend. 2 more. Over and up. And straighten and bend. Last one. Over and up. And reach that leg up. Bend the bottom. drop the top, roll, knee to instep. Let that hip come around. Bring that elbow that's on the ground, take it back a little bit so that you can really bring those shoulders there. Square them up. Feel as you do that big rotation, that's your twist there. Hip towards the floor. Push into the ground and in towards you a little bit. And then make sure your neck's in alignment so you're looking at the floor. Lift that top leg, reach it out of the hip, and let's do lifts with a pointed toe. Lift and down. 2, drop it. 3 and 4. Drop, nice. 5 and 6. And lift and drop. And lift and drop. Nice work. Now we're going to flex that foot. Lift and down. So I kind of feel like I'm lifting from my heel and the toe touches down. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Good. Keep looking at the floor so the face is parallel. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Give me 3. Lift and drop. And 2. Lift and drop. And 1. Lift and drop. Nice. Now lift hip high. Point the toe. Reach the arm up. Stretch from arm to fingertip. And let's pull it and pause. Just check that that knee is hip high. Elbow is up. Curl yourself. So give a bit of curl and then stretch it straight out. Nice. Let's go again. In, curl it, reach, curl it. Now, when you reach, look down, stretch so that you get it all the way through the spine. In and reach. In and reach. And in. Nice work. Keep that knee up. Stretch. 2 more. In and reach. And in. And reach. Beautiful work, you guys. Grab onto that knee, push up, and we're going to go onto the floor for our awesome legs. This should be okay for you, Angie, because you're not holding yourself up with your arms. So tonight, let's play with having a little bit of a folded towel, okay? Especially you want to have it either right at your lower back or on your tail to allow yourself to really press that lower back down, okay? Because we're going to be up here really working those legs. I might do an extra move up here. Oh, that feels good. So once you feel like, okay, you can tilt under a little bit. See, my tail is up a little bit. That might be too much for me. So take a minute to get your good place. And then when you're there, you lift those legs straight up. Good. You want them in alignment as much as you can. Now, thinking about tucking under, right? You can put your fingertips even on that belly button and press it down. Now, the arms are going to be, I'm just going to fold my fingers, but you're going to have them on your rib cage. Shoulders are down, arms are there. Good. Now really reach and straighten those legs as much as you possibly can. We're going to start with one set with your feet like facing you. In other words, there's no turnout in the leg, no internal or external turnout. Straight up. All right. Open them hip width apart. And we know how to do this. So let's go. So bend straight down for 2. Snap it up. Bend for 2. Up. Pointed toes. Bend for 2. Up. Bend for 2, up. Now singles, press lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work. They're both up. Now really heavy flex. Reach through the heels, press lower back. Are you ready? Let's go. Flex for 2, flex for 2, flex for 2 and 2. Singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work. Bring them up. Now I want you to point and externally rotate the legs. So the knees are facing out, heels are together. We're going to do the same thing. Point for 2, point for 2, point for 2, point for 2. Singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work. Point them both up and flex. Here we go. Another flex. Flex for 2. Press lower back. The whole time you're doing this. Singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work. Both of them up. Point, externally rotate. Press those ankles against each other. Switch ankles. Switch ankles. Switch ankles. Now, keeping the ankles together, give me a bend for 2, pause. Good. Now, I want you to think. Tilt under, thigh bones are out. So here's your tuck and your turn out. Keeping those ankles pressing, knees pressing away, knees pressing away, knees pressing away. Come all the way up. Really tighten it at the top. And switch, switch, switch. Ankles, press them, go down, pause. Tilt under more. Think about knees out as you come up, 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 all the way. Open. Here we go again, feet straight. Yeah, let's bend them in. My quads are dying. Are your quads dying? Yes. So we're going to do a quad stretch before we do a second set. So drop your legs. Good. And I'm going to bring my legs out a little bit wider. And I'm going to let that one leg turn in. Tuck under. So if you let that knee go in, the other one stays up. Do a tilt and feel the stretch on that hip and the hip flexor. Woo-hoo. Let's stay here for a couple hours. And bring it up and go to the other side. Good. So this knee is up. That one's in. You're tucking under, and you should feel a stretch on those quads and the hip flexors. So we're going to give ourselves a little bit of benefit here. Feel good. Nice. And then bring it back up. Feet together. We're bringing them back up. Tilt under. Hands on ribs. We'll go faster now, though, because you already know what we're doing. So tilt under. Make sure you have that. Feet are facing you first. Stretching out up behind that knee. You're ready. Let's go. Bend for 2. Point for 2. Point for 2. Point for 2. Singles. 1. Snap it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're up. Now they're really flexed. Here we go. Flex for 2. Flex for 2. Flex for 2 and 2. Now singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work. And up. Now point, but externally rotate. And keep them right where they should be. Here we go. Bend for 2. Bend for 2. Bend for 2 and 2. Now singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys are doing great. Come up and flex. Here we go. It's a flex for 2. Flex for 2. Flex for 2 and 2. Now singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work. Externally rotate. Ankles, ankles, ankles. Bend for 2. Now think tuck. Turn it out. Turn it out. Turn it out. Press that lower back and stretch. Ankles, ankles, ankles. Switch. Here we go. Bend for 2. Tuck. Turn it out. Turn it out. Turn it out. All the way on up. And bring it in and rock. Woo! Let that tailbone lift. Yes, I'm just going to stretch out this way. You don't have to do that unless that feels good to you. Woo! And bend. And do a little rock. And rock. And rock out that back. And come on up. So that is just so great. Lymphatic pumping. And that gets the side of the leg and the tops of the legs. So good for all that. And the inside of the knee. So if you're looking to get rid of little knee pudges, that will do it for you. All right, we've got one more. One more. The Diva. You guys up for it? Yes, you are. Even Suzette's up for it. I can tell. So, so let's come on over onto our side. I see you, baby. Listen, the awesome legs is a great move. It's challenging to keep your legs up there, especially if you have tight hamstrings. So you guys did a great job. You just do the best you can. All right, so we're here. We're holding the head. We're in that beautiful position with the knees right over, knee and ankle in alignment. Hip is here low, way down on your back. So you can push that hip forward and shoulder back. Flex the feet hard. Good. And do a lift and pause. So just notice you want that knee, everything in alignment. You are in, like you're holding your T. Also, as we start doing this, let's drop and lift. Drop and lift. Here's something else that tends to happen, especially as we get tired. We start bringing the knee up. So you want to keep it right in alignment with the other one. Keep pressing that hip forward. Lift from the knee and drop. lift from the knee and down, flexing the foot, lift and drop. Good. Lift and drop and lift and drop. Good. Give me 3 more. Lift and drop and 2 and down. Last one. You should really be feeling that already. Good. Now bring the knee hip high. Bring it in. Here's another place it tends to want to do that. You got to keep it in alignment. Bring it right back. Little lift and back. Here we go. In. Oh, Renee, lift the knee and little lift and back. Watch that toe, Tammy. So in and little lift. Pause on the little lift. So everybody can tell. Right now, your foot's like this. Draw. Or it might be the angle because I can tell I don't look like I'm in alignment and I am. All right. Drop. Lift. Here we go. Just 2 more, right? In and lift. In and lift. Anybody ready to cry like me? Bring it all the way in. Keep it up though. And all the way out. Reach through the heel. Reach through that heel. Beautiful. Let's bring it all the way in. Yeah, it sure looks like I'm dropping it. And all the way out. Flex it. Bring it all the way in. And all the way out. Nice. Bring it all the way in. And out. And in. And out. Darn it, I've lost my count. Just like I always do, right? In and out. And in. And out. All right. Bring it right here. And I like to put a fist here. And flex those feet. Get everything in alignment first. Good. So my knees are over. I'm going to bring my knees in just a little bit more. Turn those toes forward, hand here, pull forward. We're going to do fast 10, but keep the form. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! And shake it out. Show me where you're feeling it. You feeling it anywhere? Not really. Okay, let's come up and we'll try it on the other side. This is a great move to do against the wall. So you can't let that hip drop back. You can't let the shoulders drop back. You have to stay in alignment. So if you're doing this at home, not live on a recording, and you can do it against a wall, it's a beautiful thing. Keeping everything in that beautiful box, hand here, push it forward. Now you also pull that elbow back. So you're getting activation even in the upper body to hold yourself there. Lift and pause. There we go. Push the hip forward, shoulder back. Everything's in alignment, including the bottom foot. Drop and think, lift from the knee. Drop, lift from the knee. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift from the knee. Think knee up. Drop, lift from the knee. Drop and lift. Elbow back. Drop. Push the hand in the hip. Drop, push the hand, lift from the knee. Good work, you guys. Drop and lift. Drop, really flex that foot. Just give me one more like that. Beautiful. Now lift it hip high, bring it in. Check that you're not dropping forward. Bring it all the way back, knee over knee. Little lift and back, just hip high. Here we go. In and little lift. 2 and little lift. 3 and lift. 4 and toes are forward. 5 and little lift. 6 and lift. 7, little lift. 8, little lift. I'm going to do 2 more. 9, little lift. And 10. Beautiful work, you guys. Little lift. Good. So we're going to bring it all the way in and all the way out. Right out from that hip. Flex that foot and reach through the heel. That'll really help. All right. Hand here on the hip. Elbow back. Let's go. All the way in. Reach it out. And 2. All the way out. 3. Keeping it tight. 4 and out. Nice work. 5 and reach it. 6 and out. 7, all the way out. 8, all the way out. Give me 2 more. 9, all the way out. Looking beautiful. 10, all the way out. So good. Bring it in. We're almost done, you guys. Last 10. Knee over knee. Get yourself, look at my ankle. Woo! You're lifting ankle, toes are down. Are you ready? Hip forward. Here we go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! You did it! Down on the ground. Cross your hands right here so you can just put your forehead here, keeping the hips down. Take one leg and just lift straight up for 10 counts. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. 1, keep the hip down. 2, 3, stay, pointed toes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. Now take both legs out wide and bring them back in. Hips down. So legs out, legs together. Legs out, legs together. Legs out, legs together. 3 more. Out and in and out and in. Good work. Are you ready? Hands next to you. Push yourself back into a child's pose. Woo! Curling the back. Wiggle those hips around. Woo, you guys. Beautiful work. Shift the hips to one side, arms to the other. Woo, feel that good stretch. Up and over. I can't guarantee that you're not going to be sore tomorrow, but we're going to stretch it out in class. So no worries there. Beautiful. And if you want, this is another, as we know, another great stretch. You're done with the hard stuff, but if you want to hang with me for a stretch, going the way of the front big foot, I'm just going to curl myself down in front and walk the hands over. Taking a breath and release. Oh, Suzette's using the ball. I love using the ball for this one. Just rolling that ball to the side feels so good. You can really just stay here and relax, allowing all that connective tissue to open in those hips. Beautiful. For class sake, though, I'm going to come forward. I'm going to push myself up, switch the side, switch the leg in front, walking my little hands down in front and over to the other side. Inhale and exhale. So those moves are just so great. They're